Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper. Today we're doing my top 5 Generation 4 Pokemon. Now, with the recent release of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I thought I'd be going over some of the Pokemon that were introduced in the original Diamond and Pearl games and just talk about some of my favourites. And these are only Pokemon that, only the new Pokemon, so Electivire, Turtwig, Weasel, those kinds of Pokemon. So no Pokemon that were brought in from older generations like Pikachu, Wurmple, those kinds of Pokemon that were like from generation 1 and 2 or 3 and they were brought into this game. So for number 5 is Togekiss. Now with Togekiss, I feel like it's the perfect Pokemon to end the Togepi line, because if you look at Togepi and Togetic, or Togetic specifically, I feel like it's kind of unfinished, kind of, in terms of evolution wise. So I think with Togekiss, I think it's a nice sort of final evolution, and I do like the way it's designed. It's basically this giant sort of flying Pokemon, and then later in generation 6, so X and Y, it gets the fairy typing, which I think also suits it quite well. And I do like its really great ability, just because it can be used, I think, to like inflict like stuff like flinch and stuff like that on your opposing Pokemon. And I think it's just a nice, lovely design to as well. For number 4 is Lucario. Now, what I like about Lucario is the way, again, like with Togekiss, the way to decide, because it's got like these like sort of like metal spikes coming out of part of its body, like on its hands, on its chest, and that's like to signify its steel typing. And I do think its fighting steel type is quite clever and quite cool, because it's a nice type. It's sort of a nice type combination, and it's something you don't really see that often in the Pokemon series, because a lot of the time you might see like a typical normal flying type Pokemon, or a fire Pokemon, or like normal fighting type, that sort of thing. And with Lucario, I think with him, that's a really cool combination of fighting steel, because that means you're good against a bunch of different types. And I also quite like his Mega Evolution, just because you've got like the long flowing hair going from the back of the head, you've got that sort of like fur thing around its waist, and I do like the combination of like red and blue, and I think a bit of yellow as well. And yeah, for number 3 is Garchomp. Now Garchomp is probably one of my favourite dragon types in the Pokemon series, just because of how cool it is, and just how well you can use it in battle. And it has helped me quite a lot throughout Diamond, Pearl and Platinum, because of the gyms it's good against, the Elite Four as well as the Champion. And I do like the evolutionary forms that it has. So you started with Gibble, the sort of like little land shark Pokemon. Then you've got Gabite, this sort of medium sort of land shark. Then you've got Garchomp, this massive land shark. And I feel like the more evolution it has, the more intimidating that Pokemon gets. With Mega Garchomp, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's mainly due to its design. It looks there are some parts to it, like the claws it has, they look cool, but I think it's mainly to do with the head. I feel like the head's is a bit off, in my opinion. Maybe if it had a bit more quality design on the head, then I think it would be close to perfection. And yeah, and again, like with Lucario, I do like his combination Dragon Ground, because that means it's immune to electric type attacks, but that also does mean it is 4 times a week against ice moves, but overall I do like Garchomp as a Pokemon, and I think that it's a very good and cool looking dragon type. For number 2 is Infernape. Now Infernape is my starter in Generation 4, and I do like the design for it. I think it suits the firefighting type well, and this is the second fire type starter in a row in terms of generations, because this was across Generation 3, Ruby and Sapphire had Blaziken, that being the first fire fighting type, and then you go to Generation 4 with Infernape, that being the second fire fighting type. And I think with Infernape I do like the design of how it's used, because they got like the flames coming out of the top of his head like hair. You've got like, you know, these sort of like the fighting type things it has like design type wise, and I do like some of the moves you can learn for Infernape, like Mark Punch, Close Combat, Flamethrower, Flare Blitz, Thunder Punch, Iron Tail, a bunch of really cool moves. And I think out of all the starters, I think in terms of fire types, I think Infernape is probably my favourite fire type starter, mainly because of how it's designed, and I think just because of as well as its typing, because you have like a bunch of types that you're good against, and that I think they both complement each other quite well. And for number 1 is Luxray. Now Luxray, as I said before on this channel, was the very first Pokemon that I ever caught when it was a Shinx, and then it became a Luxray, and I think it's a really cool, intimidating Pokemon, just because I think a bit like Garchomp, it gets more intimidating as it evolves. And I do like its design. I do like the whole black mane thing, like part of its body is like black and blue. I do like the tail, like with the sort of like star on the end, and I just think Luxray is just a fun looking Pokemon, and I think it's just fun to like use about, and I think it's, and again, kind of like with Garchomp, it has helped me quite a bit with it in Generation 4, because of some of the gym battles that it's good against, as well as the Elite Four and the Champion. And I think Luxray will always be one of my favourites, just because of the memories that I've had with it, and just because of the way it's designed, and I just and the fact that that's my all-time favourite Pokemon, and the very first one that I ever caught in a Pokemon game. And yeah, that's why I think Luxray is really cool. So that's been my top 5 favourite Generation 4 Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.